morning. Welcome to podcast
episode 3.
Episode number 3. So, I wanted to talk about yesterday. We didn't publish even a podcast, a live stream, a video, or nothing. And the reason for that, we're going to talk about it today. So, the first reason why, number 1. Our water turned off because people were working on the pipes. And when they were working on the pipes, for some odd reason, the water turned off. So we were mainly focusing on that rather than publishing a podcast. And the second reason, we had to go to school to use the restroom since our water was off. And that took a little bit of our time, and we obviously couldn't have the setup that we needed to publish a podcast.
It's just so conveniently happened around 5:40. We normally start our podcast around 6, and then once it hit 6 o'clock, it started pouring like heck. The water turned off. Literally, no joke. I had to run. Well, my friends ran out there. Not me, but I ran out. They ran out, sorry.
Daddy, you're not out of your wheelchair. I thought you would be.
And then they would be like, they had to run and grab containers as fast as they can, grab water from like puddles and everything, and the gutters and everything. Gutters were clogging up. It was thundering and lightning almost. And it was like thundering really, really loud. And we're like, oh my God, we have to. And then within like seconds, my friends were drenched, and their shoes, look, like, my shoes are still drying after 19 hours.
And there's like dirt. Oh.
I know.
Sorry.
I had to stay in muddy, yucky water.
Look, and if you don't know what they're talking about, there was a very bad flood. We'll show some videos up here that Matthew or one of my friends took. So I'll just pop them up right here during the podcast. But there was this very bad flood. It was like pouring, and I filmed a friend filmed near a puddle, and it almost was getting to their shoes, and it was going on their porch. And keep in mind, our porch is kind of like slanted a little bit, so the water was leading up to the porch, and it was like oh my God, the sound, the sound that it made was like, oh my God, it was like so loud because, and in the little wind there, when you saw the wind, there was actual physical. You could, on the video that you seen, you could see like the gust of wind, kind of, and it was like just a really, really bad flood, and that's why we couldn't do the podcast. Number 1, well, I'll just put it into short paragraph. So, water turned off. We had to go to the school, so that obviously took some time. It was like 5:40, and we were going to go to the school at 6, which is normally when we start our podcast, so obviously that took longer. Then there was a flood, so we had to take care of that. Then we had to organize and clean out the closet, so that took a little while. Then the washer was being all stupid.
And it's still being stupid today.
Like, wow, like that was a rough day. We couldn't publish a podcast
this morning too.
We couldn't publish a podcast yesterday, so that is the reason why. So how are y'all guys doing after yesterday?
Yeah, it was.
How are you guys doing after yesterday?
It was really bad, honestly. And plus, we didn't even tell you about the grandma part.
Oh yeah, the grandma. Yeah. So our grandma, she fell very hard, and we might suspect that she has a concussion.
I don't know.
She has a UTI. She has multiple fractures in her back. And she went to the hospital like 2 days ago, technically today,
I think she's still in the hospital.
Maybe, but
sadly. She went Thursday night at 11:30 p.m.
Yeah. So that was our day. It really, really did suck. It did suck. But
wait, hold on. I'm talking about this. But at the ending of the day, around 7 or 8 o'clock, we did get dinner, and that barbecue was so good. We had like butter rolls and barbecue and mashed potatoes and mac and cheese and some cookies. It was very good, but that's not nearly enough but it was one good part of the day, but it was not nearly enough. I was drenched. I was soaked. Well, because I had to go out there, and my friend
it's thundering a little bit now.
Yeah, and knock on wood, look how dark it is outside. There's another bad storm.
I don't think they can see it. It's not high enough.
Give me the camera. I'll show you.
I'll show y'all guys.
Podcast. It's like,
look, it would normally be this dark by like 7 or 8. It is not even. I think it's 3.
3 or
when we're filming, but when we edit it, it probably might be 5 or 4.
So, just so you know,
okay, we're back in setup.
Storm coming.
But that was our day, and it took like 5 minutes of explaining.
See, look, I'll show you too.
No, but I thought that is a really valid reason not to film, because there was just so much going on in literally 1 hour. That was like so much. We couldn't publish a podcast that was already 10 minutes long. We couldn't.
Just 5 minutes ago, a special weather statement was issued.
See weather alerts.
Hopefully that just stays a special weather statement. We are having thunderstorms. But.
No, okay. Look, it was just crazy yesterday. We couldn't film a podcast because we sincerely did not have enough time, and we apologize. So this is SMA Podcast Episode 3. How are y'all feeling today?
I'm feeling okay. I mean, the fact that there's another bad thunderstorm coming does not make me feel better. The washer was being done. That got me a little mad in the morning. I did not like it.
Yeah. It's raining.
It's raining.
But today, it's just been a whole week of thunderstorms and rain.
Over the course,
crappy rain.
Did you know, over 6 days, we got 5 severe thunderstorms. 5. We even got, like, flood warnings and special weather statements and severe thunderstorm warnings, severe thunderstorm watches, no tornado watches or no tornado warnings, thankfully. But there has been flood warnings and flood statements, and it was flooding almost, and it was really, like, honestly not that great.
It honestly really did, but today we're feeling a lot better. It's not as stressful as it was yesterday, and no, we're actually feeling fine. We've been in a great mood. It's currently thundering, but we've been in an actually pretty good mood. We got some, Italian ice things.
Yeah.
I ate 2 of them.
Look.
Lindy's homemade ice.
I'm still,
full.
Yeah,
and all frosted. But I wanted to tell you about that day. So that day, we already told you about it, but the afternoon went very well. We got some food from a pork place, I guess. We got some pork. We got some mac and cheese. We got some
rolls with
mashed potatoes. We got some yummy rolls with their butter. It was super good, and we even got so much cookies. We got 5 cookies each.
Oh, I want to say each. We had, actually, never mind.
We ate more than 6. Yeah,
they're small, but
they're like
super
that
good too.
little big. So, guys, we're about 7 minutes, 45 seconds into this podcast. So, I hope you guys are enjoying the long podcast. Not long podcast. It's not even
like
long.
A normal episode.
Yeah, normal episode. But we're still going to film until 10 minutes because that's what we always do.
Yep.
But.
Because at the lowest, a podcast has to be 10 minutes. So, after... I heard a creak of our house.
Yeah, but like we said, once we film 20 podcast episodes, oh my god, that'll be crazy. Yeah. Even 10 will be crazy because that'll take up I don't even know.
10 days of our life. Unless if we do 2, that would save just
6 of them last an hour.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow. We're once after we film this, it's going to be half an hour worth.
20 episodes. So 12 episodes is 2 hours of your time. 8. So
24 is 4 hours.
Wait, hold on. So every 6 episodes is an hour. God. So after 19 episodes, there'll be 3 hours of content you can watch. So after pretty much the whole season, there's 3 hours and 10 minutes of watching. So every 2 seasons, there's you can watch 6 hours of our.
Wow.
Of course, the live stream, which is already almost an hour.
We only have about 50 seconds before this 50. Wow, I can't even believe 50. Like I said, 50 seconds before the podcast ends. So before we do this, the afternoon was very fun. In the end, it was actually a very good. Bit of the day.
I was like, I'm fed up. Bye.
Yeah, but But that's all we have to really say. So we only got about 30 seconds. We never asked our question of the day.
Well, we were just talking about how terrible.
Yeah, but I want to ask a question.
It was a really bad day. We haven't had one of those in quite a while.
We didn't have one on the channel yet, but here we are. Guys, we have officially 10 seconds before this podcast ends. So, thank you for watching today's podcast, and thank you for tuning in and listening, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye! Oh my God, that was bye, Jesus.